Hello friends, welcome back to our CCNA 200-301 series. Today it is video number 70. In video number 70, we are going to discuss about AAA. AAA concept in our networking, what is AAA. As per our subscriber, we are going to cover this security fundamental. After that, we will see whatever is pending topics. Like we have configuration, verify NTP operation in network and client, this one and whatever remaining thing. After that, we are going to start automation and programmability. Okay. So let me see in our syllabus, as our subscriber is requesting me whenever we are teaching the concept, just tell this is topic from where, like that. So if you download the this one syllabus PDF from the Cisco site, you will see 5.0 is security fundamental. In this one, if you see 5.8, that is differentiate, authentication, authorization and accountability concept. Here we don't have troubleshooting and configuration. They are just asking differentiate. Just we need to understand the concept and differentiate them. But anyhow, we are going to do a small lab in our packet tracer, but we don't have in our syllabus the configuration. But for knowledge and for your interview purpose and for your career purpose, we are going to do a small lab. But when you will be in the CCNP, we will do that big lab in the GNS3. In CCNP also we don't have the configuration of AAA, but there we are going to use ISA server, like graphical user interface configuration will be there. We are going to do there. We are creating groups and all. But here we will do in high level, because in our syllabus we have only theory part for this one. Okay. So let me start AAA. AAA, what is AAA? AAA stands for authentication, authorization and accounting. Maybe you will see what is authentication. So let me give you example. If you go to bank, if you put your ATM card inside your ATM machine, they will ask you PIN. That is nothing but authentication. They are going to verify you are the owner of the card. You know that one. This is, we can say, authentication. In our networking field, we can say whenever we are going to log into any router or any switch or your Windows PC login password, they will ask authentication. They will take verifying the identity of the user, or we can say they are asking who are you. So you will put your password, so you are inside. Okay. So this is authentication, is nothing but verifying the identity of the user, like who are you. Then if you see, we have authorization. What is authorization? When you put your ATM card in the ATM machine and you put the PIN, then you have balance inside. If you have $100 in your ATM, that is in your bank, you cannot withdraw $200, right? If you want to withdraw $200, but in your account, in your ATM, that is in your account, you have only $100, you cannot withdraw more than what you have. So that is authorization, what you are authorized to do. Or you can say what is the user allowed to do. In our language, in our network language, we can say what is the user allowed to do. Example, what resources he can access, what he cannot access. Okay, that is authorization. Like you are authorized to perform this operation, you are not authorized to do this one. Like we have general example, if you are working in your organization, you cannot see the payroll server because you are not authorized. Okay, so this is a authorization, means whatever we can say in simple words, whatever resources you can access or you cannot access depending upon authorization. If you have in your organization some shareholder for any project, if you are not in that project, you are not authorized to see that one. That is authorization. Okay, just remember, authorization is nothing but user allowed to do whatever is responsibility for him, he can do that one, and other thing he cannot do. Then we will go for accounting. What is accounting? Accounting is nothing but like when you withdraw $100 from your account, it will update that on this date you done this, you taken $100 and remaining balance in your account is this much. That is nothing but accounting. Like any user log into any router and they perform some configuration, they delete something, they done something, that will record. That is nothing but accounting. what I say here, see, it is like a all record what is done by the user. It will keep all record. Example, use for billing, auditing, or we can say auditing, or we can say like how much we spend, like if I withdraw $100, how much is remaining, all that one. Now example, imagine in your organization you have 300 switch. Okay, you have 300 switch, 15 routers or 20 routers. Okay, and new employee join in your organization. He access the switch, he done something wrong or something right, or he leave the organization, or maybe he is in your organization, but later when you are checking, you don't know who deleted the configuration. If you check, you don't have any record. If you use AAA server is going to record everything, what that guy perform, what time, what operation he done. So with the help of AAA, we can do accounting. With the help of AAA server, we can do authentication, authorization, and accounting. Okay, let me give you example. See, maybe you are in the company of ABC and you have 300 switches. Okay, 300 switches. I will draw only 3 and 15 to 20 routers. Okay, this router, this is the router. You have 15 to 20 router and 300 to 400 switches. Okay, and one new IT engineer or security engineer join in you. Network security new engineer came to your organization, and he need to perform some operation in all the switches and all the router. So for the security purpose, you are going to create username and password and give him, but you need to go to all 300 switch to create the username and password. You will go to this switch, all 300 switch, and all 20 or 25 or 15 whatever router you have, you will go to that router and you will perform that operation, creating the username and password. And after some day he resigned and he left. Again you will go and you will delete the username password to all the switch, all the routers. Okay, and again new engineer came, again you will add, you will delete. This is taking lot of time. So what we will do, we will use one server, that is AAA server, that is centralized server, AAA server. In this we have application, and we will connect to this switch. In this AAA server, we are going to add the user and perform whatever access we can give to that user. We will enable in this server, and we will add that server IP address, username here in this, and we will configure the switch. Then whenever the user is accessing, example user is accessing from here by sitting here in the PC to this router will send to AAA server saying that, hello, this guy ABC is trying to access me. Did he has the access to router 1? Then this AAA server will check in his database and he will reply, yes, he is having the access, but he can perform only this command. Like he can run only show command, but he cannot change the configuration. And whatever he done changes or whatever he done here, it will record again here. Okay, so what we are doing with the help of AAA server, we are giving authentication, authorization, accounting. Okay, so we can say AAA stands for authentication, authorization, accounting. It is a centralized management of the user to access the network device. AAA server allows setting up access control on the Cisco routers and switches. Like if we have 300 switches and 10 router in our organization, then it is very difficult to create all the user in all the devices and delete when they leave the organization, etc. Okay, and it will take long time and long memory in the switch. If I create 300 user, it will take time as well as it will consume the memory. Okay, so that points I am saying here, it will take long time and the memory. To overcome these types of issue, we are using AAA server. AAA server is also control the connection passing through the router switches for the network, accessing the network. Whenever user trying to connect to router or switch, the network device verify by AAA server. Means whenever they want to access anyone to access any router, they are going to verify. They are going to check with the AAA server saying that this guy is going to access me, can we allow or not. Okay, so this is very easy topic. till here we finish, right? Then whenever a user is trying to access, they will check with the database of the AAA. This is finished. User management is done with the AAA server without need to reconfigure individual router or switch. So no need to go to individual router or switch to create the username. You remember we create in the user, we will write username ABC, password ABC like this. I think you remember, right? So no need to do in the router. We will not create any user in the router. We will only create in the AAA server. Okay. And AAA server use two main protocol. AAA server is having many protocol, but two main protocol we are using, that is nothing but Radius protocol, that is remote authentication dial in user service. Okay. And TACAC, that is TACACS plus, that is terminal access control system plus. These are the two protocol we are going to use to configure the AAA. Okay, let me give you what is the difference between these two protocol. Radius protocol, that is radio authentication dial in user service. This one is a open standard, means we can use in any device. If in our organization we have 20 like 150 Cisco switch, 150 Juniper switch, 150 this different vendor, then we can use this radius protocol, because this is a open standard, so it will work in all devices, not only Cisco, everywhere, every device. Okay, whereas TACAC plus is a Cisco proprietary, means this is a Cisco protocol, we can only run in the Cisco device only, not in other device, and it is using UDP and use the port number is 1812.1645 and 1813 and 1646. Okay, UDP, TCP we are going to discuss. I think we did not cover, but everyone know this is a basic. Anyhow, we are going to cover this one. Maybe after 2 video we will bring UDP, user datagram protocol, TCP, we have this one. So now just remember, radio protocol work on the UDP, and it encrypt only password, not all communication, only password it will encrypt. And this is a lightweight protocol, consume less resources. Whereas TACAC plus, that is let me bring here. Whereas this protocol, that is terminal access control system plus, is a Cisco proprietary, means it is working only in Cisco devices, and it is used TCP, whereas here it is using UDP, but here TCP and port number use 49. It encrypt entire communication. It is heavy protocol, consume more resources. Okay, this is a theory part. Just try to remember this one for your interview purpose also, as well as for our exam. Whenever you are watching video, after that try to read a standard book which is given by Cisco. So by watching the video you will have the idea, and it will be very easy you to understand the concept. Try to do lab and then try to read textbook also, so you will have more clearance. Okay, so now let me show you. We already discussed this one and you know everything, right? Let me give revise before doing the lab. We have AAA server. Why we are using AAA server? Because it is difficult to go each and every switch and create username, password and delete. Very difficult. If we have more switch, if we have 2 switch, 10 switch, we can do manually. But if we have 300 or 500 switches and 20 router, 50 router like this, it is very difficult. So we are using one AAA server, and in AAA server we can use 2 protocol, this one radius or this one, any one protocol you can use and configure that one. So whenever user is trying to access any router, it will go to AAA server and he will check in that AAA server database whatever permission and authorization, authentication, accounting is there for this guy, that is only allow. Okay, so now we are going to do lab. In this lab, what I taken one router, and I taken one switch, and I taken one server. I am saying this server as a AAA server. I have one user. I am going to configure the AAA configuration in this server and in this router, and then we are going to access from this PC. Okay, we are going to access telnet. Okay, so how we are going to configure in the router? First of all, in the router we need to go to that interface and assign the IP address. So see here, we will write in the int, then config t, then host name we will change, then we will go to interface. Whatever interface is connected to switch, that interface F0 by 0. So F0 by 0 IP address I am assigning. 192.168.1.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and no shut. This is the basic. From long time we are doing this one, so everyone know this one. Okay, the new thing which we are learning is here. Then we need to write AAA new model. So with this one we are going to enable the AAA and it will going to erase the old AAA whatever configuration is there, and it will add the new one whatever we are going to assign. So first we will type this one to enable the AAA feature. Then we will write this one TechHack server, and the host name we are going to give the host name whatever host name we given for this one. Okay, whatever IP address we given for the server, we are saying to the router this is a host, server host, you need to check with this guy, and this is the password for that one. Okay, so we need to write the 192.168.1.2 key and whatever password we given here. Let me show you in this one. If you see, this is a server. Okay, this is a server for AAA. So in this server I draw here, but let me show you in the packet tracer. This is a server. Let me maximize. This is a server. Okay, if I open, I will go first of all here. I will assign the IP address 192.168.1.2 subnet mask, and default gateway I am keeping the router interface IP. Okay, this is the IP address for AAA server. After that you will go in the services. You will go in the services and you will select here AAA. Okay, here you are going to assign that one. What you are going to assign? You are assigning here router. You will write here R1 or any name, and you will add the IP address whatever device you want to add here. I want to add here router. Okay, so I will write the router IP address here, and after that whatever password you want to give, you write that password. Okay, then which protocol you need to use. So we have two protocol, Radius and TechHack. So which one you want to use, you will select that one, and then you will press add. So it will add here. I already add here. Okay, see here R1 192.168.1.1 and TechHack, and password I give ABC123. Okay, so this one we will add router. If I have one more router, I will write R2, and whatever the IP address I given to that interface, I will write that one, and whatever password I want to give, I will write here, and I will select which protocol I want to use. Then I will press add. With this way we can add our router, switches, whatever I want to add, we will add here. Okay, layer 2 switch is not supporting this one in the packet tracer. So if you, when you are doing, try to use the layer 3 switch to perform this lab. Okay, so now I added only. Then you need to add the user also. Whatever user you want to add, you can add. You will put here, you will go here. Example, I wrote ABC. I will write XYZ. Okay, I will write XYZ. Then password also I will write XYZ. Okay, I press this one. So I added two user. I added one user ABC, another user XYZ. Okay, so if you have 10 users in your organization, whenever new guy came, you can write his name and his password and add here. Okay, and when he leave your organization, just remove like this. Easy, right? No need to go to 50 router and do this one. You can add here, you can delete here. And if you have 50 router, you will add the 50 router like this here in all list. If you have 300 switch, you need to add one time 300 switch here. Okay, user you can add, delete whatever you have. Okay, so this is actually in the packet tracer, but even in real scenario, if you use ISA and there is a different devices we have for Cisco, if you Google it, AAA server in Cisco, we have different devices. In that you have more feature. You will create group, you will add, you will delete, you will allow, like he can only read, he can only configure, he can only reset the device. Like that we can create, but in the packet tracer we don't have all feature. So we have only basic feature like adding the devices and adding the users. Okay, so anyhow, no problem, we will do that one. So I added the router here and I added the device here. Okay, and then let me show you. So what you will do in the server, you will add the device. If you have 10 router, you will add 10 router. If you have 10 switch, you will add 10 switch. If you have 100 user, you will add 100 user here. Okay, and in the router, what you will do, router configuration, the one which we are saying, we will first write AAA new model to enable that one. Then which service we are using, we are just now we created there TechHack server host name. This is IP address for our server, so we will write this one, and key is ABC123 we are giving. There we wrote this one, so we wrote this key. Okay, and then we need to write AAA authentication login. AAA, you can give any name here. I given AAA, you can give any name, login any name, and you need to create group, and which group you are using, TechHack or Radius, you need to do. I will show you in the configuration, so that one you will write, and then I am going to configure the telnet. So I will write login LAN VTY 0 to 1 or 0 to 10, 0 to 4, your wish, you can give that one, and then login authentication AAA. Means I am saying the router whenever anyone is going to telnet you, try to check with the database of this server 192.168.1.2, check with this guy, and if it is authorized, then only try to give the access for telnet to other guys. Okay, so this is a configuration I already done, but no worry, I will do for you again. Also I will show you. So let me show you. Before going here, I will show you here what is there, any user is there or not. Okay, because I want to show you no user is here. I did not create any user here. Okay, because let me show you here. This is our router. Okay, so in this router, before we are creating the user, if you write show run, and then here section, we are writing user, section user, or no user, nothing is there. Okay, or if you want to write show run, you can check in the configuration, is there any user is created, is there any user is created, nothing. We don't have any user in the router. Before we are creating user in the router, now we don't have user. I already configure, but don't worry, I am going to take one more router. I am going to configure one more thing, one more router, and going to show you. Okay, so now we check, we don't have any here any user, but this PC I am going to, here I am going to assign the IP address. Let me write the IP address. I will write 192. Let me write 192.168.1.3. Okay, this is the IP address, and I will write the default gateway is 192.168.1.1. Okay, this is the IP address, and I assign to our computer. Now I am going to telnet. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to command prompt. I will write telnet and whatever IP address for this one, 192.168.1.1. Okay, when I will do telnet this one, let me maximize this one. Okay, he is asking me user access verification, is asking me username and password. I created user ABC, right, and password ABC. We created ABC or what? Let me go to that server and check what we created. User ABC, password is also ABC. User is ABC, password is also ABC. So let me go here. First of all, I am going to ping that one. Let me ping 192.168.1.1. I can ping this server. Okay, yes, we can ping. Now I am going to telnet that one. So when I am going to telnet, actually I erase the configuration, maybe it will not work, but anyhow 192.168.1.1, he is giving that one ABC. Yeah, I erase the configuration. Let me redo the configuration for the router. Okay, because before I done and I erase also, so I will write erase what we are writing, erase configuration running config, or we can write, let me put question mark, erase startup configuration. I will confirm and then I will reload. Okay, so it will asking me, do you system configuration has been modified, do you want to save? Yes, save. And no, I think I don't want to save, but anyhow, let's see. Let me reboot this one and then I am going to assign. I will do the configuration for this router only, so you will have this one. I save the configuration actually. Let me check. Show IP interface brief. We have configuration here, so I will write erase startup and confirm reload confirm. So reload confirm came here. Let me check now the configuration. Show IP interface brief. Okay, nothing is there, so everything is erased here. So what I am going to do, I am going to config t host name r1. I will write r1 host name r1. Then I will go to the interface. Which interface we are going to go? Interface f0 by 0, because f0 by 0 this interface is connected. Okay, then we are going to assign the IP address. We will write 192.168.1.1 255.255.255.0. okay, and I will write no shut. Okay, so now IP address is assigned. Now we are going to do this configuration, the one which I told you. Till here I configure. Now we are going to look for that one. Okay, so this is our configuration. Now what I will do, I need to enable AAA feature. Okay, so what I will do, I will go in the configuration, then I will write AAA. If you are confused, write AAA and put question mark. You will have whatever the features is here. So we need to enable this one. If you see here, enable the access control command and function. If let me maximize here, if you put the question mark after writing the AAA, what you need to do. So first of all, we need to enable here, enable the new access control command and function, disable the old command. So we are going to disable the old one. So what I will do, I will do here, how we will enable, we will write AAA new model. I will press enter. Okay, so now I disable enable this one AAA service, and old command whatever is there, that one is disabled. After that, which one we are going to use? We are going to use TechHack. So TechHack server, then host. What is host we have? If you have confusion, you can put question mark. They will ask. Well, we need to write the IP address of the host. So our server IP address 192.168.1.2. Our server is 1.2. Okay. After that, what key we give? We will write key, and then I will write the key as ABC. So I will write ABC123. Okay. ABC123, and I will press enter. Okay, after that we need to write AAA authentication. Which one you want to take? Authentication. If you have confusion, you can press tab or question mark. So here what we need to do, authentication. So we need to write authentication. Let me write authentication. After that, if you have confusion, then login we need to give. Okay, he is giving login, so we are going to do login in this setting. So I will write login. After that, if you don't know, you press the question mark, he will give incomplete command. Maybe we AAA authorization, then let me put enter unrecognized command. Maybe I put type wrong. Let me type again AAA. Okay, first of all we enable that one, then we put that one TechHack, then we are going to write AAA authentication login. Then we need to give any group, so I will give AAA any name, then I will write group. Okay, you can press tab, so it will come group, and then if you press question mark, he will give which group, which protocol you are going to use. We are going to use TechHack. Okay, so I will use this one. So I will put here, I will write TA, then press tab, it will come. You are using TechHack, I will press enter. Okay, so it is taken this one. Till here, we are here, till this command. First we enable, then we assign our AAA server IP address and the key. Then we authorize this one, and using this protocol we told, and then which feature we are enabling. We are enabling line VTY 0 to 1, and then we are saying login authentication AAA. Means whenever they are going to log in, redirect that to AAA server, check with them. If they are authorized, then only allow the access. So now I will write line VTY 0 to 1 or 0 to 4, depending upon how many user you want to give. I will write 0 to 4. Then after that we will write login, and then authentication AAA. Okay, so the AAA warning is giving authentication list AAA is not set, define for the login. Okay, so let me check which list we did not set, because we did not configure our server. Let me saying that authentication list AAA is not defined. See problem here. What is the problem? When I define this one, I wrote the list in capital letter. Okay, when we are doing this one, I say login, and we can write any name, then we will create group, and we will write TechHack. Okay, here if you see, but here I wrote capital letter, but when I am writing the login authentication, then I am writing in the that list name as a small letter. That's why he is saying it is not defined. When I put capital letter, it is taken. Okay, I hope you understand. So it is case sensitive. If you are writing capital letter, use capital letter, don't use a small letter. Did you understand what I done here? Wrong thing, incorrect thing is I put this, I defined this one in capital letter, but when I am calling, I wrote in a small letter. That's why it is saying warning, that is authentication list AAA is not defined for login. So what I done, I put the AAA capital, it is taken. Okay, so now let me go to the here in this PC and I am going to access. So when I press telnet, it is asking 192.168.1.1, it is open, and he is asking me write the password. So what is username and password? ABC. Okay, and password I wrote ABC. So I am inside the router. If I want to write show version, I can write show version, I can check the router. Okay, and if you want me to create one more user, let me go here, and if you want me to create one more user, I will write user ASD and password also ASD, and I will add. Okay, I will add this one, then I will put fast forward, then I will go here. Let me exit this one. I will exit. I will press Ctrl Z. I will write exit to close the connection. Then again I will write telnet, and this one the IP address of the router. He will ask what we write ASD, the new user. Then I will write ASD again. So I can access the router. I will write show run. I can see the show what command version, because he's asking, he's having the access to run only the show version, not show run. Okay, so he can access. Let me do the configuration for another router. Let me take one more router. Okay, I will press this, I will take this router. Okay, and here I am going to write this is a router R2. Okay, I am showing you how to do. This is router R2, and I will write IP address 192.168. I will write 1 dot, I'm not sure till what we taken, but I will take 1.10. Okay, this is 1.10. So I need to assign this in the server, our server. I will go inside our server, this one. I will go AAA server. I will write the router name as a R2. This is second one. I will give IP address. What IP address I write? Password I will give same thing, ABC, or the one which we have, this one. So I can copy paste same configuration. I will write ABC 123. Okay, I wrote, and here I will select the protocol TACAC. Okay, I will add this here. Okay, so now this is a router 2. What I will do for the router 2, we will connect this to our switch, and in this router we need to go and assign the IP address. So IP address is easy, we can assign. This is F0 by 0. So I will assign the IP address first. Okay, now I will write no shut, then I will write no. I am here inside. I will go in the configuration, config T, then I will go to the interface F0 by 0, and then I will assign the IP address 192.168.1.10. Okay, 255.255.255.0, and I will write no shut. So the IP address is assigned, finish. Now this configuration we are going to copy paste, because here the same, this is our TACAC server, same IP address, same password I wrote, and this is authentication list, and all we are using same thing. So I will copy from here to here configuration, and I am going to paste in the router. In our organization also we are going to do this one time. We will create the file and we will do that one, copy paste. Okay, we are going to take same username and password. I will paste here. See, everything is okay. I press this one. So now all configuration is done. If you want, I will rename this to router R2. Okay, I will go here, exit. I will write I will go in the configuration, config T, and I will write host name R2. That is the host name R2. So we know that one. Let me save the configuration also. I will save the configuration. This is a router R2. Now I done all the configuration. This is our PC, and here we added the router R2 also. So this two user we already have. So let me go here and I will open this one. I am going to command prompt and I am going to telnet. Okay, so if I want to telnet the router, second router, how I can telnet? I will write, first of all I will exit this. I will write telnet and then IP address 192.168 1.10. Okay, 1.10, or what is the IP address we wrote for this router? 192.168 1.10. So something wrong or what? 192.168 1.10. Yeah, this is correct. See here what I wrote. 192.168 1.10. It is open and he is asking me username. I will write ABC and password again ABC. So now I am in the router R2. If you see this one, this is router R2. If you want to write check show version, we can check whatever version for this router, and this is a router R2. So I shown you how you can do. So now if you have 100 router, you will let me show you. If you have 100 router, this configuration is not changing. You remember, because I am adding the same password, so this configuration, you will not change anything. You will copy and paste this all in the 100 router or 100 switch. Okay, you will copy paste this all configuration in 100 router. In real scenario also, we will create a log1 file and we will just copy paste whatever. We will have more commands, like this user can access only this one, this user can perform this one. We will see maybe in the CCNP that one. But now we will copy these commands and we will go to the router. How many router we have? If we have 100 router, we will go inside, just assign the IP address and copy paste in the 100 router. And then you will go to AAA server and you need to add here. You will write another router, what name you want to give, and the router IP address and password. We will write same thing because we are using the configuration file, same configuration file. So we will write same thing and we will select this TechHack, and here whatever user you want to create, you can create. I will write network, okay, and password also network. You have network. This is a new user join our organization, network. Then he can go to the computer and he can go to command prompt and he is going to telnet. How? Let me show you. I will exit this one, then telnet 192.168 1.1 or anything. Then we wrote network and again network. I am inside the router R1. So this is a concept of AAA. I hope you understand and you enjoy this video. If you have any question, anything, you know my WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp me or write in the comments. In the comment you can write. I am going to reply you. Okay. So remember, AAA is helping us. If we have, just in your mind, remember, if you have lot of switches, lot of servers in our, lot of switches, lot of routers in our organization, it is difficult to go each and every device and create username and password. And whenever the guy is leaving the organization, we need to delete, and whenever new guy came, we need to create. So we are using AAA server. In AAA server, we will add all devices whatever we have, and whenever users are coming going, we are going to add that one. So AAA server is having capacity. He will check the authentication, authorization and accounting. So AAA server is going to record whatever he is doing also. Like first of all, he will check the password. If he is allowed, he will allow him. Then he will check what he can do. Like he cannot change the configuration, then that user cannot change the configuration. If that user can change the configuration, if it is authorized him, then he can change the configuration. And this AAA server is doing accounting also. He is going to record what changes he done and what time, what date. Okay. But because in this packet tracer we don't have all features, so I did not done all features, but you will have the idea. We done a small lab. In our syllabus, we don't have lab also, only we have theory concept, but we done a small lab also to have the idea. Okay. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you like and if you enjoy this video, write in the comment. Thank you very much. Subscribe to our channel, share with your friend who is interested in CCNA 200-301 series. Next topic we are going to cover, that is describe wireless security protocol, WPA, WPA2, WPA3. Okay. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.